video is sponsored by Voxy. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blues Focus YouTube channel for another live episode of the Blues Focus live watch along. Today I'm not at the game again, unfortunately. The journey down to Cardiff is quite a long one though, and considering I've also got a university course as well to uphold still tomorrow. But yeah, Blues versus Cardiff tonight. Fingers crossed for a good win tonight, because God knows we need one. Hello to everybody in the chat as well. Be sure to get your thoughts and comments in. I will just bring up the team lineups really quickly. As a few changes, Sanderson is back in the lineup tonight. A few players like Djukovic have been dropped. Ivan Sunic is back in the team as well. So it's going to be an interesting see how we play tonight. Here's the Cardiff lineup for anybody who's interested. A few names like Perry and G, who obviously scored that blinder against us a few. I think it was this time, the last game we played against them actually. And yeah, it's going to be a difficult one tonight. We don't do well against Cardiff, particularly away. If you're watching it on Blues TV, which I imagine most of you are, you'll probably be seeing all the old highlights back when we used to be good. I remember this game actually. They're showing the 2008 game when we went 2-1. And Cardiff weren't even in the new stadium now, so that's quite an interesting one. But yeah, welcome to everybody in the stream. FBL Hayden, nice to see you, man. Surprised you're back. Depending on how quickly Blues can ruin our day. Absolutely, mate. Let's hope Blues as aggressive as the intro tonight is. Yeah, I've updated the intros. I've done a few things around what we've been doing lately as well. I've done a video on that. If you want to go and check that out, I think the link is in the description. It's been a while since I've I did it the other day. It's all set up because I knew I was quite busy at the moment with everything. And then I've completely forgot I was doing it tonight. I can't even lie. But yeah, we're going to just crack on with tonight, hopefully. And hopefully it's a bit better than Coventry, because I don't want this series to literally just be, just me reacting to us losing all the time. Hopefully we can get some wins in this short period I'm on here. But yeah, get your thoughts, get your suggestions in for what you think is going to be tonight. Not looking forward to this, says Jordan. Probably, yeah, I can probably feel how you're feeling at the moment. Hope it goes better tonight, says Chris. Nice to see you back as well. Nice to see a few people back as well and everything. I'll get the Blues lineup back up whilst we just wait. Nobody wants to see the Cardiff lineup. But yeah, are we feeling confident tonight? Is anybody feeling confident tonight? Obviously the general vibe at the moment is that everybody's feeling a little bit down and deflated by everything. But if we are feeling good, then I want to hear about it. I want to see what you're seeing. Tough game for Blues tonight, says Ryan. I think he's a Rotherham fan. But yeah, nice to see you back as well, mate. Good to see that you're keeping up with what we're doing. Anything else before I can talk about? I don't think so. Yeah. Just think with the team tonight, though, I don't know. I think obviously we've got Sunic back, but I think we're just playing another 4-3-3 like we were against Coventry the other night. But yeah, what's your predictions for tonight? I want to say we're going to win, but it's a tricky one, really. This away at Cardiff, I never know. But being optimistic about things, I'll say we're going to win 2-1. I think we could get a couple of goals. I don't think we can keep a clean sheet, and that's the problem with us at the moment. We probably don't really have that stability at the back or anything. Can't see a chance of a point tonight, but a good solid performance would go a long way. Yeah, I absolutely agree. My brother's in the stream chat, for God's sake. Oh, God, here we go. How come I'm not at the game tonight? Yeah, just long journey down. I've got uni tomorrow. It's my last week at university before Christmas, so at least there's that. But yeah, I've got a fucking presentation to do tomorrow as well, so that'll be fun. Early in the morning too. Surprised Bielik is in after his performance against Cov. It was well highlighted. Yeah, I suppose so, but there again, it would be kind of silly to drop him though. Which is why I was talking about Sunic, obviously, a couple of podcasts ago, was that the fact that he just was like immediately out of the team for just one bad performance. So I think if we do that to every player, then don't really know. Optimistic, think we could scrap a 1-0 or a 2-1. Yeah. Can't predict a win at the moment because I just don't see where our goals come from. Haircut needed, thanks, Dad. um, any other comments in there? Favorite blues channel? Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Uh, we've got to win eventually. No reason why it can't be tonight. Yeah, that is a good point. And in fairness, records are there to be broken. And our away form at Coventry, at Cardiff. Why do I keep saying Coventry? At Cardiff hasn't been great in these last few years, but could be tonight. Could be tonight. Yeah, I do need a haircut. I know that. I've been wanting to book one in for ages now, but I've been a bit busy. Who's the one player you'd like to see signed in the January transfer window? Uh, Gosh, I don't think I really know any particular players, um, and any particular players that would be interested to come to us at the moment. Because I think summer was good for us. Obviously, the project was being talked about a lot. Players were interested in coming to us, and obviously with Stansfield, he came in sort of a couple of games after our good run of form, and he continued that with us. So I don't know at the moment. I perhaps would prefer a few players to go. Really, I'd like to see Scott Hogan leave. I think his time is done now with Blues. I think players like Ollie Burke, who are on loan, probably could go back to Werder Bremen. It's just not worked for him, and he hasn't really picked things up. So I think we just need to get a few players off the books, maybe, and maybe even Neil Etheridge, who's just not worked here as well, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just one of those things, really. Somebody like Barry Bannon, except not Barry Bannon. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on with that. Yeah, it does look like Sanderson's injury wasn't anything particular then. It was a weird one, that was, wasn't it? It was he was obviously his club captain and everything, but was out of the team just for like no apparent reason really. So it's good to see that he's back. Did I hear Rooney is going back to basics? I mean, I would like him to be going back to basics, just for the team we have at the moment. I think a lot of backlash has gone towards him recently for trying to play this way of football, really. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think that at the moment it just doesn't work with the players that we've got, and that's really proved on the pitch, really. I think Blues can get a result tonight. I certainly hope so. It says Ryan from the Rotherham fan. Too many carrier bags from Christmas shopping. I don't really get that. It's been a while since I've watched it on Blue TV as well. Obviously, I've been at a lot of games recently, but all the games I have watched off have all been on Sky, so it's weird seeing this on here. Where's that hilarious brother of yours from the vlog? I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about there. Do you think Rooney will last? Well, that's a weird one, isn't it? Because I've not really got like a particular disliking for him, really. But if you don't win enough games, then he's got to go, isn't he? And another person who can get some wins, will come in. I feel like that's the thing that a lot of Blues fans are probably getting a little bit worried at the moment with. Maybe rightly so as well, because if Cook is going to give him till the end of the season, and we're in an absolute dogs like proper scrap for the to survive, then it's like, well, what's going on really? No chance we'll get a win tonight. I'll be shocked. Yeah, it's like I said earlier, it's just a tough ground for us. We've got a terrible record there, and we've got a terrible record at the moment, just in form. Sanderson injury. He put up a post at the shopping day saying, "Oh, I remember this. Yes, no, that makes sense now." We're good on Twitter sometimes, please. Yeah, I think if 4 weeks ago, if he started this lineup, I feel it would have further questioned the managerial decision. But right now, I think every fan would just take points however it happens. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the sad situation we're in at the moment. Adam Wilkes says 4 at the back with Iwood right back or Bacuna in a 5 at the back. It's not great. It's really not great. Players are heading out onto the pitch now. Just get the graphic up. I've got a timer tonight for those who were, you know, getting on my back about it. It might be a bit shoddy. I am doing everything by myself again tonight, and apologies if the stream drops out at any point. I am at university with my woefully bad Wi-Fi. Although there again, what university has like absolutely cracking Wi-Fi? I would like to ask that question. For me, it was an autograph appointment, not backed by football management credentials. Maybe Rooney's a big name. He'll get in big players, I suppose, with his name. It's like if you've got two teams coming towards you and saying, "Look, do you want to play for this team or do you want to play for Wayne Rooney?" It's like, it's just another little thing, perhaps, really. But I just think, in hindsight, though, it's probably just done at the wrong time, really. Because had it have been after after a game when the January transfer was back open, then I think that probably makes sense then, and sort of like a less of a rumor mill than we had going around with it as well, because there was no certainty with it either. The relegation battle continues. Yeah. Oh God, come on, we need a win tonight. Do you know if we're a back 4 or 5 tonight? I don't know. Honestly, it could be anything. It could change throughout the game, which it did against Coventry the other night. Oh, God, I make good tea. And a good Blues mug as well. Need something from the next 2 games, otherwise could start to get toxic amongst the fans. I think it's already a toxic amongst the fans, really. I think people are starting to lose their cool about things. I think people are really, as most fans at the moment I'm seeing on Twitter are really not for it at all. Really, they're not interested by Rooney or anybody like that. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does lose these next 2 games, how it goes. I'm definitely hoping he can win, though, just for the Blues' sake, though, really. I'm not too fussed about Rooney. I just want to win some games. It's not really about... I'm not really against the manager or for him in that weird way. It's just like, I just want him to win some games for us. And whatever way he does that, that's just good. I just want to be... I just want to be out the Championship. I've been here for too fucking long. His time did him no favors in the USA. Had he joined us immediately after Derby went down, I think anybody would have complained. Don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, Bowie was in charge and Eustace came in, didn't he, in that transfer window? But yeah, game's just about to get ready on my screen. Like I said, I've got a timer so people can keep up with it today. I'll try and time it right so people can see. And obviously, if there's anybody behind, I do apologise, but still a bit of a budgeted way of doing things at the moment. But yeah, Sariki Dembele to kick Blues off. We're in red. Cardiff are in blue. Cardiff kicking from left to right. Blues kicking from right to left. So yeah, little timer in the bottom right, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Hopefully, change a few things up as well. Change a few. Let's try and make a bit of a go of it tonight. Obviously, Cardiff are in decent form at the moment. I do think I need to see on this. Looks like Bacuna's playing out here on the left-hand side and Dembele's out on the right-hand side, seeing this early on. So it probably might be a 4 at the back with Iru at right back. It's definitely what it looks like at the moment. Mark Roberts taking for a bit of a run there. Tries to get into Bacuna. The player steps in. One back well there by Bacuna. Tries to get past Perry and G, and he's blocked out for a throw for Blues. Oh, come on. Are we back? Are we back? I don't know. Did that cut out for a little bit then? I don't look like on my computer or anything. I do just need to check. Oh God. Well, one back by Sunjic there though. Blues trying to make a little bit of an attack into Stansfield. His pass isn't great into James. Oh come on! Why is nothing working? Good run there by Dembele. He's got players in the middle, but he's gone for goal himself and forced a save. Good start. Very good move. Robertson to Sunjic. And I were looking for Dembele. He's not going to... No, he's not going to play it. Yeah, I think I'm back. Just might have had a bit of a dip in the Wi-Fi just then. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. It was a good move from Dembele. Just got there on the edge of the box. Little dart inside. Forced a save from the keeper. Wasn't too bad. Blues keeping hold of the ball. I do want to see tonight a bit of a... I don't want to see us drop off halfway through the first half or anything. I want us to see and try and keep that energy up, because we've had it's starting to look a bit like a similar start to the game against Coventry. So fingers crossed we can try and capitalise on it, or try and maintain it. Stansfield played through, but he's offside. Try and catch up on some of the comments here as well. How's the formation, Tom? We can't work it out from the starting 11. Starting 11, it does look like a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1 or something. Because I was definitely playing at right back and Bacuna's playing out here on the left. Yeah, definitely looks how we're playing at the moment. Robert's trying to come over and win the ball, and he does. For over Cardiff. Well blocked out there by Iwu, and Dembele comes away with the... Jordan James looking for a play out. Can he get it out? He can, into Dembele. Nice. Dembele's lost the ball, unfortunately. The thing is, with Cardiff, they're not a very good attacking team, but they do have a few vulnerabilities in defence. A very good attacking team. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, that's probably... I suppose that's how we are a little bit at times, isn't it? We've got good attacking players in Stansfield, Dembele and everybody, but can be a bit weak at the back. I think it's just really when we try and go chasing the ball, which works. Obviously James just won it there, but there's a few times where we can be really vulnerable, really, with the midfield, which I think gives the defense little chance of getting anything from it, because they're just sort of overrun in the end. But yeah, we're definitely playing a 4-5-1 here. James is giving the ball away. That was silly. That was... And Sunjic steps in though to win it. And Bacuna's stepping away here. Can he find Stansfield, or tries to get past somebody? He doesn't. Unfortunate for him, that is. Australian Birmingham City Supporters Club. Go on. Up the Aussies. Up the Aussie Blues. Brilliant to see. Yeah, it's one thing that I was interested about the fans forum, was the fact that they were showing more of these sort of fan clubs abroad, really, which is really strange to think that there's fans in Australia who support the Blues. It's really strange to think. Bad control there by Bailey, though. Bad touch by James as well, and Sunjic tries to get it forward. Ball back to Cardiff. Pirinci plays it, a bit of a dangerous pass there for him. Trying to win in it. No, doesn't get it. Would you take Gary Rowett back? Nah, no, I wouldn't. I think he was great for us while he lasted, but I don't think going back is ever going to be the plan or anything. Obviously, there's exceptions with certain managers. Obviously, David Moyes, when he went back to West Ham, that's obviously worked out brilliantly for him. It's Valon Buchanan there. But 9 times out of 10, going back and trying to rediscover things is like... it just doesn't work, in my opinion. I think it's time to go forward. It's like when I'm seeing people saying get Eustace back on Twitter, it's like, well, probably not the right decision. I think if Rooney is to be sacked, I think we should go bigger and better sort of choices. I think we should go for someone like Graham Potter, really. Playing it a bit dodgily there. Dodgily? That's not a word. Tony Stansfield. James, he's got Dembele on his right. He doesn't find him. Decides to come back inside to Bielik and then Bacuna. Tries to work it out the same way. And then James into Dembele this time. Yep. Using his feet to try and get past him. Defender's done well there, to be fair to him. Fulham fan here. How has Stansfield gone? Looks like Rooney has been using him wide lately, going by the lineups I see on BBC. Yeah, it's that. I perhaps would say that is how it's going for most of him. Him mostly at the time. No, he's kind of lost it. But yeah, he's definitely playing more centrally tonight, which is what I'm liking. He just works better there, really. He's a goal scorer, much of a fox in the box type player, and I don't think he needs to be, shoehorned into different positions. I mentioned this in my match reaction the other day. But yeah, honestly, he's been fantastic in front of goal, really. He's been really dangerous, really working hard. Even in these past few games where we've not been that great, he's definitely been working hard still. He's just not been finding the goal as prolifically. But yeah, I definitely would. I heard someone said to me on Twitter that his contract doesn't have a recall loan thing to it. So fingers crossed we can keep him for January. Terrific challenge there by Buchanan. I don't know why I said terrible. I meant terrific. Left the marks on the pitch as well. That's always nice. Kuna stepping in there. Well done. Come on. Got a nice bit of a move here, James. Yep. No, I can't find Iwu. It's a bit of a poor pass in the end. Didn't get his feet together. The ball over the top as well. Sanderson trying to get clear of it. It's not a great clearance. Striker's trying to move in. Oh, come on, Blues. We need to stay alert here. Cleared. Come on. Hooked back in. And headed down. So hopefully can clear. He can. Stansfield around the corner to Bacuna. Can't find him. I think Perry and G might be coming off here. Can't really see it. I looked down for 1 second and he's on the floor. Paul Heckingbottom could be a good fit if Rooney gets sacked. Yeah, maybe. He did get promoted with Sheffield United last season. I think one of those managers like a Potter or I know Chris Wilder's gone back to Sheffield United now, so that'd be interesting to see how he gets on there. I think they're like the ideal Blues managers, really. They fit the team, they fit the fans and everything. I think that's one of the things that they could perhaps look at if it doesn't go right with Rooney. Potter would never come to Blues when he was at Europa League teams. When he was. Oh, I can't read tonight. What about Tony Mowbray? Yeah, maybe. I'm not. I'm quite a big fan of Tony Mowbray, even though he's been a manager for West Brom before. No, I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him at all. Would have to pay for Chelsea level wages. I don't think. I think Rooney's on fairly big wages as well, though. So yeah, it might be worth. I don't know. It's difficult to tell, obviously, because I just don't know. I don't have that insight compared to other people and some other journalists, perhaps. Cardiff going long. Hopefully that can just get cleared. Roberts. Yeah, we got that under control. Nathan Jones, you'd have to be prepared for the rest of the league to hate you, though. I agree. I mean, I don't really see how that's a bad thing. It's just honestly, I don't care how we are perceived by the public when we're in the championship. That's all that matters. Here we go. Stansfield in behind. Can he try and beat this big, thick line of defence? He's gone for goal. That's a goal kick, unfortunately. Just drags it slightly wide. Does well again there, though. Tries to get us forward and get us moving. It's a nice ball from Bielik, that is. And a decent first touch, actually. Just can't. There's too many people on him. There's nobody in support for him either. I don't think he even means that first touch, but he does well. He tries his best there. Just can't quite hook it into that far corner. Does the keeper get a touch on it? I don't think he does. No. Referee's giving it a goal kick. Decent start. Needs to be better with the final ball. Had that problem all season. Yeah, I agree. It's just it's one of those Blues things that we seem to do, really. I would like to see Gary Rowett back. Steve Cooper could be available. Yeah, I think Cooper might not be a bad shout. Stansfield just created a chance for himself, yeah. I mean, that's the thing with some of our players that we kind of have to rely on them in a weird way. It's like Stansfield, Dembele, just to get us back into the game. And obviously, Blackburn the other night was completely all Dembele, really. Without him on the pitch, then we would have just we'd have just cruised to a 4-0 defeat. Didn't see much of that on Friday night against Coventry. It's such a smart move as well. He knows where to go, but he just hasn't got enough support. I think it might take a tiny touch off the keeper. I don't know. It does look a little bit like what's that noise? I think it might be the taps actually. Yeah, Perry injury's gone down again. I think that's his night done, to be fair. He looks a bit injured. As far as I understand, you're right here. There isn't a recall on Stansfield, so it should be with you all season. Thank goodness for that. That's a relief. Millwall are 1-0 up at Leicester. Interesting. It'd be good for us for them to take a bit of a defeat tonight. Get us prepped for the game. But there again, could also result in us, being on the end of a bit of a battering because like, right, we lost to Millwall last week. We need to go fucking do these. Fulham fan here. Hope Stansfield can get a goal for you tonight. Well, he scored a few for us already, so another one wouldn't be too harmful. Yeah, I've really liked him since he's come in. He's been a bit yeah, I don't know what about you guys, but he's definitely been a bit Adams-like. Very quick, very versatile, and quite likes to shoot on sight as well. I've been wanting a player like that for a while now, where you just want him to, take a shot on, test the keeper. His shot against Watford that nearly flew into the back of the net was amazing. I don't know if you guys remember that. But that did like a little spin and hit it from the edge of the box and hit the post. Those sort of like instincts, I think, really are showing like what a player can do, really. And just shows that he's going to be brave. He's going to take stuff on. Whereas this walking the ball into the box thing just isn't for me at the moment. It doesn't seem to ring true with the fans. Doesn't seem to ring true with the players. I just think it needs to slowly but surely just try and get back to the way that we know we can play football. Do you notice how Rooney has changed his tone in his interviews? Talk was initially on performances, but now focused on the results. Do you think he's finally under the pressure from the board? I think he's under pressure from the media, really. I don't think the board are going to be that fussed, really. I think they know that he might want some of his own players, but it's never great having the media on your back all the time when you've only won one in the 8 games that you've had. So I think really he just wants to prove that to himself, really, and try and get some of the pressure off his own back. I don't think the board are too worried about him at the moment. I think they're in full support of him. So I sort of got that impression on the open house. That's a shit ball, that is. Fucking hell. But yeah, I think the media have just been, on his back just because it's a good story to tell, isn't it? Rooney suffering at blows he suffered at Derby. Just needs a bit of confidence for himself, I reckon. Do you think Blues would splash the cash on Stansfield in the summer? So how much do you reckon he'd be worth? I don't know. I used to be really good at this sort of shit when I was younger. I don't know anymore. I'm terrible with market values. It could be anything, really. I think that's the thing with football nowadays. It is so unpredictable. Like players just go for all sorts. I mean, who'd have thought we got Ethan Laird for 750k at the fucking start of the season? He's a player who's worth way more than that, I reckon. It's just how you deal with business sometimes, really. So it just depends, really. Sonya's losing the ball there. But I don't know. It's I definitely would like him. I don't know about the business side of it, though. Cardiff moving the ball nicely here. Here goes Matey. Sonya steps in well then. Peter Falk says Stansfield could be worth 7 million. Maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That's the thing. Like, he could be worth that much, or he could be, he could be worth less than that. He could be like the same as Laird or anything. Somebody could just get him at the right time, really. Oh, it's gone a little bit. Fucking hell. What on earth has gone on there? He's kept the ball out of the net somehow. Yeah, my God, that was a proper wayward cross, that is. Reddy's done So, kind of well, really, to keep that out of the net. It's dropped over the top of him. Could have been 1-0 that. I have no idea what was going on there. Just can't let them get back into the game so early on, though. It's the thing. Like, I think that's what we've been the problem with us recently is the fact that, we saw it against Coventry. They just, they sat back for a little bit at the start of the first half, and then roughly around the same time here, they've just, stepped up the pace a little bit, and they're starting to cause us issues. And, with stuff like that, when the cross is just going in, and it's almost resulted into a goal, then that's how stuff changes in football, really. Buchanan winning the challenge nearly there. Ball across the box, and it's gone out for a corner. Tete can't quite get the ball in. I think Ruddy and Roberts sort of get that out together. Do you think things could turn a corner with all the players back from injury? Interested to see if Anderson is fit. Yeah, I think injuries are our biggest our biggest problem, isn't it? Laird and everybody, so Anderson as well, like you were just saying. We just need a bit of consistency with the players, and I think that's why Tom Brady was down at the training centre the other day to try and look about how we deal with things like that. Trying to get players back as fit as they can, but if they are just injury prone, then they're just injury prone. Is Bielik knackered yet? He probably nearly is, isn't he? Sort of results on the same bit I was just saying then. Is the cross again. Romeo, it's bloody Nora. That's close, that is. He does actually quite well there, Ruddy. It goes right over the top of him. It's like a little bit of a Ronaldinho shot against Seaman. Oh, bloody hell. Come on, Bacuna. Just control the ball before you... That really annoys me about Bacuna. That's a great flick there by the Cardiff player as well. It's the fact that he always seems to be turning and looking to run before he's even got the ball under his control. He's made a right pig's ear of that as well. Because he's turned and the ball's gone with him, but he actually hasn't got control of the ball. It's like he needs to have that touch first to then take it round, and the ball will be closer to him, so then he can move away with it. But he's already moved away, so the ball's kind of gone with him, but it's too far ahead of him, so him to be actually in control of. Yeah, and that foul from Bacuna. It probably is a foul, but it's weak, really. It's soft. What positions to look at in the transfer window? I'd say strikers because we might be losing a few. I don't know. It's really difficult to tell. We could have a bit of money. We might not have a bit of money. Headed towards goal. Good save by John Ruddy. Very good save. Blue's not reacting to that at all. Don't know who got the header for Cardiff, but it came in from the right-hand side. Little flick on from, I think it was their defender there. Headed across goal. And Ruddy was alert to get down and save it. Gutas, that was. Yeah, good flick. Well read by Ruddy as well, though. On his toes to read it. Whip back in. Headed towards goal. Back post. And just fucking hell, that was close. I think that was McGuinness who was at the back post then. Yeah, it didn't go in, though. That's all that matters. Bloody hell. As a neutral, Bacuna frustrates me. That's a Fulham fan saying that. Even he knows how on and off he can be. He can be great. That's the annoying thing, is the fact that he can be like, doing step overs, nutmegging people, and, taking on the whole team like he did against Huddersfield this in the second game of last season. And then he can have periods where he's just like not on it at all. He just can't get a control on anything. He's got no spatial awareness. And Cardiff are definitely coming back into the game again now. This is the frustrating thing about this sort of way that we're playing, is the fact that we're trying to start early, and we haven't got any impact up front. Like the only chance that we've had today, or the only two chances, sorry, are the Dembele one and the Stansfield one, and neither of them have resulted in goals. But the game, it's definitely more in Cardiff's favour at the moment now. So we need to try and get the ball back and have a bit of possession for a bit, rather than just letting them have it for ages. Because at the moment they're playing it nicely, and Tesse's back into Sanderson here. They've got a couple of options in the midfield. He's kept it well. Come on, we need to get a control back on the game here now. I think we need another ball playing midfielder. You could be right. He'd be able to break things up as well with stuff like this. So obviously we got Bielik at the moment, who probably plays two roles. I don't know. Jordan James is probably just as he's a good ball playing midfielder, but he might need a little bit more experience alongside him just to step him up to another level, because he can definitely do it. But on his own, it's hard to say, isn't it? Ruddy has seriously kept the score lines down recently. He definitely has, yeah. He made a couple of good saves against Coventry. I mean, like the first goal is probably his fault, it really. Getting beat at the front post. There again, I've been in goal before in those situations. They just a spin at you. You get something on it. So in a way, it's kind of a bad save, but also it's not. It's come late. Oh, Bacuna again. Do people see what I mean by that? Like, just get the ball under control first. Like, he's trying to turn and he suddenly realised that someone's there. But if he'd have controlled the ball first, he then would have seen the fact that there's somebody there. And no matter what happened then, he'd have had the ball. But like, because he's turning already, he's in a battle to try and keep hold of it before he's even got control of it. So it's like, just get the ball under control and stop trying to skip out the two steps before. He's giving away another foul there. He's definitely going through a bit of a moment at the moment. You know, he just can't seem to keep things under control. Dembele wins the header. That's good. James back into Dembele. Yeah, come on. We need a bit of support here now. Keep the ball for a bit. Trying to get Dembele and James to do everything in midfield. It's just not going to work. Exactly. You can't lose so much momentum because you can't hold on to it. And like Jack says, it's like Bacuna's either the best player on the planet or the absolute worst. He's such a Marmite player. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, you can be like top of his game, absolutely on fire. So then, just playing so poor is frustrating as hell. I see a lot of that in Marcus Rashford as well. Like, when he was on he was in that form last season. Like, he was unstoppable, wasn't he? Scoring against United, scoring against City, doing well in the World Cup and everything. And you look at him now and other things that he's had in a couple of last seasons as well. He's just looked like, where's that gone? It's exactly like Bacuna, who could be like amazing, unstoppable. And then periods in this bit now, and periods where he's had like bad runs of form where it's just like gone just so dry. It's like, it's ridiculous. If he was consistent, he wouldn't be a Blues. That is true, though. That is true. But then again, if he was consistent enough, maybe we could be in the Premier League. I'm just saying. We only can't keep hold at the moment because we're a shit, mediocre championship team. God, I'm fucking good at making tea. Even though it's slightly lukewarm at the moment. Might as well just finish it off, actually. Lack of consistency with Bacuna, such a shame, yeah. Spot on. Oh, come on. Just get hold of the ball. He's just getting past him again. It's a good switch as well. Dangerous chance here. Cuts it. Plays that down to the byline. Ruddy with the catch. Nobody marking the two players on the right. Yeah, completely agree. Players surrounding Dembele as well. Ball's gone back to Ruddy there. Ugh, come on, Blues. Need the ball for a bit. Kind of like what Ruddy's done there, actually. He's like slowed the game down, just, kept it with his feet for a bit. He's rolling out from the back here, though. I really don't know what to think of this playing out from the back stuff, because obviously, like, we're not great at that, but we're also not great at kicking it long as well. We haven't got Djukovic. Well, we have got Djukovic, but he's not up to the same standards as he was a couple of seasons ago. But also, you would like to think that if we are going to try and improve things with players like Stansfield and Dembele and, Ethan Laird, some of the quality players we've brought in, you would hope that we are trying to play some better football. But there again, this long football isn't working. The short play football isn't working. So it's kind of like, what do we do at the moment? Do we try and compromise and put it like sort of like halfway forward? Try and get a little bit in like sort of just in front of the defence and try and keep the ball from there. And I don't know, it's a bit of a tricky thing to think about at the moment. We've won the ball back here though. James getting in there, so that's a foul. Come on. We've got Twining's extra strength English breakfast in Sydney. What tea have you got there? I think if my brain serves me right, I've got PG tips at the moment. I don't know. Tea bags for me aren't really the. I don't really bother about tea bags. It's just when people put too much milk in, that's always my biggest issue. I do quite like a strong cup of tea. I don't like milky tea. It's horrible. Buchanan with a challenge there. It's a foul as well. I don't know about that. Really don't know. Because it's slightly in from behind, but I don't know. Is it? Looks more like a side in from the side type of challenge. I suppose he doesn't really win the ball. He doesn't really win much of the player either as well. It's hard. Have to have the players with the skill to do it from playing out the back. Yeah, I completely agree. You're right. Can't play that from the back. Can't hoof it either. John Hughes has faced the same problems, but found a way to get results too. I'm very pessimistic right now. Yeah, I agree with you actually there, Michael. Because like it's like with Rooney at the moment, we can't find the results. But the football wasn't great under Eustace either. But we did get some wins. I just think though, like with the idea that we're trying to play like from the off already. And it's not working at the moment. But with Eustace, it was because we were scoring goals, and we worked incredibly well to get back into the West Brom game. But the Huddersfield game, for example, like when we are playing lesser teams, we should go on and try and win the game from early doors. We did that perfectly against Huddersfield, and I was definitely happy to see that. I was talking about that on the podcast that we did before, because the two games before, the game before the Huddersfield game was the Norwich game, and we were saying that. Get early from the start, try and win the game. We lost 2-0, played really poorly. But then, nearly to Stansfield. But then the Huddersfield game, we played like how we wanted them to play. And they were fantastic, and we were against West Brom as well. So, yeah, it just needs to win some games, really. No matter how lucky or, undeserved it might be, just you need to win tonight, and just a couple of things there. And that's not a foul, referee. Probably was, really. You've seen Doc Brown's Prophecy. Yeah, that was brilliant. Can't remember how long ago that is now, but yeah, that was that's a great video actually, now that you mention it. Putting the milk in first. It's like a sin in England, honestly. Can't do that. Yeah, putting too much. It's the milk in tea that you've got to get absolutely spot on. You can't put too much in. You can't put too little in, and you can never put the tea in first. If you get seen doing this, I reckon British people actually have like a little thing in their mind when they're drinking it. They go, "This milk has been put in before the tea bag." There's something in us that just knows. It's like, yeah, I can tell what it is. It's like because it's probably too milky or too strong. Then, yeah. Anyway, back to Blues. Coming forward a little bit here. It's done all right there, James. Well done. Keeping hold of the ball for a little bit. This is better. There we go. Moving it nicely there. That's brilliant. This is the sort of football we need to stick to for a bit now. Obviously, Cardiff have had 10, 15 minutes with it now. So it's like, we'll try and finish this half strong. It's much better play, this is. Bielik. Oh, come on. That's where, fucking hell, that's where you need to keep the ball. James has won it back there for a throw. That's where it's like, obviously, like, if this is the football that Rooney wants, you just got to keep hold of it there. Winning ugly is one thing, but losing ugly is just awful. Yeah, that is absolutely true. I completely agree with that. Something Villa fans do that is milking first. Oh God, they don't drink tea. They're not civilized enough to drink tea. Whatever drink needs to be strong when watching Blues. Couple of bottle of absinthe, I think that'll be good. Go on, Bacuna, have a crack. Come on, Buchanan on the left. Ah, poor shot. Got beneath it. Went above the. Went above the stand, I think that one did. He's had a couple of those this season. I think he did against Blackburn as well. This is milking first at football. That's brilliant. Oh god. Yeah, this is milk. This is a tea with no sugar at the moment. Although I don't have much sugar in my tea actually. It's like half a teaspoon really, or maybe I don't know. It depends what type of day I've had really. I have I used to have black coffee in the morning, just try and get me up and going and everything. And that was just like I actually quite enjoyed it, but like I got to a point where I was just like, I can't keep drinking this. It's just like horrible, really. Like one or two spoonfuls of it as well. Teaspoons of it, not fucking spoonfuls, honestly. It's not cereal. What's the game like so far? Game's been okay. It's been a bit back and forward, really. Cardiff, I don't know. Probably have had equal amount of chances, really, in terms of how dangerous they might have been, but I don't know. It's hard to tell, really. Come on, Roberts, clean up. Yeah, he does, to be fair. That's the one thing I do like about Roberts. He is a proper no nonsense defender. You know, he's I reckon if we ever made like a playoff final or something like that, I would personally look. I mean, it's it's likely thinking at the moment, but I think if we ever did make something like that, he'd be like the ideal player to play in those games because he gives me like cup vibe type of player. Really, you know, he's like I reckon if he was German, he'd be like a Mertesacker. You know, like he probably does play a little bit deeper and just literally everything just boom away, get everything away. Nothing comes through him, you know, and he's that type of player who I think in a playoff final or something like that, get an early goal and stick it in behind the ball and just everything that comes his way, away, away, away. Talking about hot beverages, yes, we are. Thoughts on Bovril? I've actually never had Bovril, and I don't really want to even have Bovril, particularly if Cardiff score here. Well, if Cardiff score here, I might consider buying one tomorrow. Get away. It's gone over. Yeah, I've never had Bovril actually. I know some people really quite like it. I don't know. I've not tried it. I'll have to see what it's like, but it does smell bad. That's one thing I'll say about it. When I'm stood next to somebody at the football there, I've got like a hot cup of Bovril. I'm like, ugh. That's a brilliant bit in Top Gear actually. There's that Bovril and tea. I mean, honestly, this is saying the level of football that we're watching at the moment when we talk about tea and Bovril. Bloody hell. That's nice play, that is though. Oh, Sunjic, that pass, fucking hell. Stansfield doing all right to try and close the ball down there, though. Just launched long by the keeper in the end, though. Roberts doing all right there. Iwu, maybe the goalkeeper. Yep, back to Ruddy. There we go. Keeping hold of the ball nicely. If you like gravy, you'll appreciate a Bovril on a cold night against Leicester. I might try it actually for my vlog. Actually, I'll try and clip this little bit up and see if I like it. I don't know what's in it though, because if there's any meat in it, I can't have it. I'm a vegetarian. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know. It might just be gravy in the cup. Roberts the Brummy Beckenbauer. Go on, Bacuna. Slips into Stansfield, keeping hold of the ball. Yep, he's got it. Sunjic on the edge of the box. We've got 3 in the middle at the moment. Can't find anybody there. Just keep hold of it, to be fair to him, though. I'll buy 2 if Cardiff score. Just neck them. This is what proper interaction's like. None of this nonsense talking about football or anything. Talk about Bovril, gravy, and tea. Yeah, that's good. Just on the build up to Christmas as well. Get Yorkshire puddings ready. Oh, that's a good ball in behind that is though. A great challenge there. Is that Iwu? Yeah, get in, mate. He does a little fist bump as well. That was a brilliant challenge. That was. They were in behind there as well. Played it really well. There again, Iwu read it brilliantly. It's a much better end to the first half. I'll give him that. It's probably been a good end actually. Dembele into Bacuna. Play's starting to open up a little bit now. Cardiff had like a good sort of compact move formation at one point. I think we've started to pick that apart a little bit with just keeping hold of the ball for a bit, which is what I like to see, particularly if we're trying to play this style of football. Yeah, it was a great challenge, wasn't it? James on this right-hand side. He's got Stansfield in the middle. He tries to get the ball in. It's been blocked and cleared. Blues keep hold of the ball, though. Oh, come on, Ivory. That's a bit of a shit pass. Dembele skips it in brilliantly, though. Doing a few dancing feet. It's not too bad. Don't forget about the Balti pies. I can't have the Balti pies either. I only have the cheese and leek ones, which aren't too bad, actually, at the Blues. But tell you one thing. I'm at university in Preston, and butter pies are absolutely quality. I tell you that. I look forward to that every time we come to Preston. It's actually not a bad away game actually as well. It feels like a bit of a dull one, but every game that we've been to, it's been pretty decent. The weigh-in's pretty good as well, actually. Cardiff, on the other hand, is absolutely shocking. Honestly, it's so far away. Honestly, it's like the drive. It cripples me. I'm in the back on, obviously, just trying to make myself feel comfortable. It's just, oh god, fucking hell. And yeah, and we always lose. It's either absolutely freezing or so scorchio. It's like absolutely, need like 8 bottles of water just to stay alive. We're Preston's actually a pretty decent away day. Cardiff just hate it. We always lose there. We never win, at least, that's for sure. I think we've been 3 times now. We lost twice, drew once. Should have won that game, but yeah, it's Cardiff. Make sure to like the video, everyone. Could use some more opinions on gravy and tea. Let's talk about gravy. What's your favourite brand of gravy? Cardiff are really defensive. No idea how we're breaking these down. Yeah, it's probably it's going to be a tough night really with this sort of stuff. So far, I'd say your average away. I can't talk. Fuck it. Can't read that comment. Dembele getting in on the right, trying to find Stansfield. Ball cleared away. Sunjic coming in there though. That's decent. Doesn't get it to anybody though. Preston away day or Blackpool away day? I don't know actually. I've been twice to Blackpool and didn't win either of those. We should have won the one against them last season though. We had a goal ruled out that was just literally for nothing. It was that Maxime Collin one, if anybody remembers it. But I've only been to Blackpool twice, and that was the 6-1. Although that was a good away day because we went up the day before to the Pleasure Beach, which was just brilliant. I'm not a big fan of roller coasters, but after that, I definitely am now. We went on that Icon one as well. That was just absolutely shit scary, but it was brilliant at the same time. My poor old dad, was absolutely knackered after that one. I tell you. Sitting there driving all the way. Oh, Bacuna's lost it, mate. He's in. No, oh, thank God that's a foul. I mean, that's weak as piss, but Jesus Christ, that was lucky. I thought they were in behind then. That was lucky. That was. How do you think we'll get on Monday night? I think it might be one of those games we probably could win in a very strange way. But yeah, well, I'll be happy with the points against Leicester, obviously, because they're a very good team. Actually, no, that's definitely a foul. What am I talking about? Control. Yeah, he just knocked straight into him. That's a foul. I did get worried about that for a second, though. Feel more confident with this formation, says Simon. Yeah, I probably agree. Yeah, I think the midfield's working nicely at the moment. It's not been a bad half, actually, for us. Dembele working hard there on the right-hand side. Doesn't quite get anything out of it. Disappointing Blues start being on the roller coaster. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a boring one at the moment, though. It's like the build up to it. Really, it's like, is it going to happen? No, it's not. It's just staying here for a bit. It's like one of those little children's rides at the moment. The Blues is. It's like those ones you're sitting with your 4-year-old cousins whilst you're going around Drayton Manor. So far, it's like an advert for Horlicks. Is that like, I swear I know what that is. Is that like some sort of like, sleep drink or something? 'Cause if it is, that's quite good. Yeah, it's not been the, most entertaining game for a neutral, that's for sure, or any fan, actually. I just think it's slightly better than we were against Coventry, which is a little bit better, I suppose. Obviously, Cardiff are doing all right at the moment, and we're doing pretty shit. But yeah, it's not been great. Still, it's balls at the back of Rooney there. Bedtime drink, yeah. Yeah, honestly, like talking about, we don't need bedtime drinks. We're the laziest bastards in the world. Honestly, I woke up at 2 o'clock the other day. I actually felt bad for myself. Then I was like, "How have I got up that late?" Honestly, Jack, honestly, my brother, he gets up late about every single day. Even when he's meant to be in college, he still gets up late. Lazy bastard. Nice touch there by Buchanan. There we go. Bacuna's in front of you. Just give it him, give it him, give it him. Oh, come on. Just give it him. There we go. Gets inside. Son, you're just playing him around him. James. 2 ahead of him, 3 ahead of him. We're out to Dembele. Moving okay here. If we can try and get a shot on goal, it'd be good to try and test the keeper. We haven't done that for a bit. This is where we need to be a bit more adventurous here, though. Like, fair enough, we've kept hold of the ball for these last 10 minutes, like we probably should have. This is where we need to go for it now. It's like we've worked the ball into a dangerous position, but everybody's been sucked back out again. It's like it's only Stansfield up top, and that ball's offside. Yeah, it's offside. Knew it. Just don't think we know when to attack. Like that's the thing. Like we can keep hold of the ball if we need to, which is what we didn't do against Coventry, which is why we were so poor. But like there, we've kept hold of the ball for a good 5-10 minutes there, and yet we've got an opportunity to try and then attack and then make an opportunity, and we come back in. It's like well, no. Like we need to go for the goal at that point. That you've done all the hard work now. Now try and work it into an attack. Boring football, no attacking threat. Yeah, I agree. Well, one by Buchanan, that is then. Nearly coming up to half time. I haven't got a graphic for how much added time we've got at the moment, so I will just shout it out if anybody asks. Then I imagine most of you are watching the game, but there again, it is £10 to watch it on Blues TV. So come to me instead, or not. I don't know. Depends what type of commentary you want on football, really, rather than just talking about Bovril. Actually, they actually haven't announced the time added on just yet. Need to keep pressing forward as well while maintaining the ball. Yeah, I agree. 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes. Get those sponsorships in, mate. Yeah, man. Going for Tetley Tea, PGs. Hit me up. I'm your boy. I can promote it. Imagine me doing a tea advert. I know everybody, I did the Voxy advert, which is coming up as well. Imagine me doing a tea advert. Oh, man. I can do the do's and don'ts for doing tea and then review them all at the end and then be like, this is your best tea. This is. Oh, that'd be a great video. Got you on for Blues and Newcastle in the background. How are Newcastle doing, by the way? They're is it Champions League tonight for them, or is it just Premier League? I haven't been able to keep up recently with all this football and everything going on. So much football on at the moment. It's actually mental. Pick your favourite biscuit company to a... Actually, I've got them here, actually. If you're a tea drinking connoisseur, you need to try these ginger nut biscuits. They are absolutely brilliant. They're proper good quality biscuits at Dunky Tea and Dunky. Yeah, that's right. I think it is. Sport a terrible team. Nothing fine Tetley Tea can't sort out. Oh, brilliant. Are you tired of the same old dross every week? Trying to find some joyful renovations in your life? Well, drink some Tetley tea whilst you watch the Blues. It's suddenly become more great for you. Tetley or Yorkshire tea all the way. Good move. Oh my God, we're in. Bacuna. Has he scored? I think he has. we're 1-0 up somehow. That's absolutely mental. And he's shushing the Cardiff fans as well. Oh, get the fuck in. Bacuna's back to his best, lads. I don't know how. I looked down for literally like a split second. I'm talking about my favourite tea and biscuits. Because, why don't you? And we're suddenly in and we score. I'll have to rewatch that again. But it's currently Cardiff 0, Blues 1. It's the first goal in fucking ages. Get the fuck in right before half time as well. Perfect, honestly. This is literally what I was just saying. It's literally get the fuck in. Great counter attack as well. So it goes from Dembele. Oh God, I'm all over the place now. Dembele run. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Romeo's just completely got him. That's amazing. Oh, get in. Takes it over the goalkeeper, completely sells the defender, and literally just rolls it. What a great goal. That's where I said, honestly, he's proved my point so right there, honestly. He's such a Marmite player. And yet he goes on and pulls something like that off. That is a brilliant goal, that is. Little dink over the keeper, goes to shoot, and then just a little fake, and then player gets completely sold, rolls it in the back of the net. And there we are, half time. Perfect end to the first half. It's absolutely brilliant, that is. Oh, mental. What did you guys think of that? Was expecting a better celebration. Come on, man. I had no idea. I thought that was like, I looked down and then suddenly I'm looking up and then Dembele's throwing it through to Bacuna and he looked offside as well. I think that's the thing I thought he was going to do. But yeah, 1-0 Blues. Get the fuck in. It was brilliant, that was. Bacuna's win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Dembele's run's fantastic. He literally takes the ball right from the edge of the box all the way up and then just cuts inside. Spots Bacuna, whose run is fantastic, really. Yeah, quality feed, that is. Proper Tetley's finish, that is. I am now just literally endorsing a brand that I've got no relation to at all. But yeah, half time. We'll come back for the quick reaction, but here's a quick word from our sponsors. This video is brought to you by Voxy, the pay-as-you-go mobile network that gives you unlimited social media for as little as £10 a month. Sign up today using the link in the description to stop eating your data away while on the move. Voxy has got you covered, with unlimited social media, video, and music, all with 5G ready in every Voxy plan. And you'll also get a free £20 PayPal, Just Eat, or Amazon voucher, so be sure to sign up today. Now, back to the video. Link is in the description if you're interested in finding that out. But yeah, currently half time. Cardiff City 0, Birmingham City 1. On our way for our first victory since Sheffield Wednesday at the moment. So yeah, it wasn't actually a bad first half, I don't think, in the end. We had a decent start and Cardiff slowly came back into it and started to look more like a repeat of Coventry. But then we kept hold of the ball nicely for a bit. And then that goal right at the end, perfect. I don't think I think that's a pretty decent first half in the end, really. I don't know what you guys think in the comments. It's saying that, the Bacuna goal is fantastic and everything. But what do you guys think about the first half? Was that decent in the end? What do we make of that? The Newcastle 1-0 as well, if anybody's interested. I mean, it's interesting. It is, yeah. Obviously, they do need to win in order to stay in the Champions League, I think. But yeah. I just think, though, that's the thing with us at the moment is we're so unpredictable. Like, we could be, doing really well and then not go into the half-time winning. I think that's a decent first half in the end. I'm glad we have scored as well because honestly, it's just so typical Blues sometimes, really, when we've been playing slightly better. Yeah, decent first half. Yeah. Oh, I do want to go make a cup of tea. This needs to stop now. Honestly, I've been talking about this for way too long. Yorkshire tea is decent, but we don't promote other regions here unless they're against the Villa. Well, yeah, of course. Actually, I do need to change one thing. I haven't got a half-time graphic just yet. Oh, slight dip in the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Sonia, she's like Robbie Savage without the hairspray. There we go. God, this Wi-Fi is so slow, honestly. Just need to... Bloody hell, here we go. No, not going to work. Sorry. Wi-Fi is a bit unstable at the moment. Yeah, Blues lead at half-time. Decent first half, I think, in the end. Do you reckon we will make a few changes? I don't know. It's a difficult one to say now, isn't it? Obviously, we have got players to bring off the bench. I don't think we need to make any subs at the moment, only if there's only a few injuries or anything. But I think at the moment, the team's doing all right. Got a goal. We're in front. I would be careful how we start this second half now. I wouldn't start too defensive, if that makes sense. I feel like when we do that sometimes, it's like that we're calling on for a goal. I think we need to try and sort of start the second half the way we finished the first half. Try and remain on the front foot again and just, keep the ball away from our goal for a bit, And if we can get a second, then, the game might be over by then. So I think, starting off too defensive, it might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, if Rooney sticks with Eustace's formula tonight, players will grow their confidence and we get the points. I kind of get what you mean. I don't think it's really Eustace's formula though. Like I know he had 2 games towards the end of his obviously his managerial position, but before that he wasn't really playing that. Really, he was playing kind of similar to how Rooney wants to play, I suppose. But I think people mostly remember for like how he was, those last 2 games, and obviously getting sacked. Is obviously that's keeps him in the frame for talking about him. But I don't know, that Norwich game that I said earlier, it's I think that was the game that might have got him sacked in the end, really, because he just was too defensive. So I don't think it's really his formula, really. I think it's definitely the best way we can play with this current, group of players. But I don't know if it's Eustace's formula, but I do get what you mean. I do definitely get what you mean. It's kind of working at the moment as well. Stay solid and break when we can. Yeah, I agree. Just not too defensive to start out with in the second half because could lead to a goal for them. Really, I feel like that's how we can be. Sometimes we can, try and be too cautious, and then trying to mark everything. Then we leave one space open, and they run in and they score. I've been impressed with Robert since he's come back in. I have too. I think he's been great. Although it is a bit of a shame to see Kevin Long just bombed out of the team all of a sudden. It's a shame we can't put them in the same team together because obviously I think they're just too similar in that way, and then you don't have any, difference in the back line then. Hopefully we don't put everybody behind the ball for the second and go for the second more of a chance of conceding. Yeah, I completely agree, Lucy. I think that's we've demonstrated that in previous seasons. We had I think it was Bristol City under Bowyer, and we were 2-0 up. I'm pretty sure like the goal for them came almost immediately after the second half got underway. So yeah, I definitely would say, try and stay forward. Don't be too overly cautious, and try and just play like how we have been playing towards the end of the first half. And I think we'll win tonight. And it's just like I feel like we need a couple of wins just to get things going again and things moving again, because other teams will start to try won't disrespect us as much at the moment because we're easy targets at the moment. That's the thing. And obviously Leicester will be up for it and everything because they're doing well towards the top of the table. But if we continue the way, if we get a couple of wins under our belts, get a couple of decent performances together, then teams will be like, okay, well, they're back in form now. So, like, let's prepare for this rather than just, taking us to the cleaners each week because our confidence is rock bottom. Next goal is massive for both teams. Yeah, I agree. I think it could go either way, really, whoever gets the next goal. Yeah, hopefully second half Blues will carry on being patient and wear them out, chasing the game with a late flurry of goals. Yeah, this will be big. Sheffield Wednesday game wasn't too good. I agree. Where are Cardiff in the table? I want to check, but I also don't want to ruin my setup I've got here. Literally every tab I've opened has put my thing on delay or something on the buffering screen. So I'm a little bit reluctant to look at anything. Unless, actually, I've got my Blues TV on my phone here, actually. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. That's cool. Right. Let's have a quick look. Where are Cardiff in the table? Cardiff are 9th at the moment. We're 16th after that win. That's the frustrating thing about when we start doing badly. It's like the win tonight doesn't make us any better from what we already are. Just go a place above them. That's all. We go a place above. I think it's Swansea, isn't it? Millwall are doing great as well. Leicester are losing home to Millwall at the moment, though. Yeah, but I don't know. They can easily change things around. They're only losing 1-0 too. Yeah, 9th on 30 points. Cardiff are. Yeah, I mean it's a decent example of how Leicester can be beat, though. Is the fact that obviously they're second at the moment, and Millwall are in a similar position to us. So, football's football. We just got to. That's what's frustrated me mostly about Rooney and everything. I think he's tried to be a bit too. I can't think of the word. I think he's trying to be ahead of the curve, really, with what people are expecting from him. But I wouldn't really care about that, really. I think we've got a good enough team, to put teams on the back foot, really. And like whatever we do for them, whatever we do, I don't think it's really much of a threat for us. I think it's a threat for them, really. So like, they can prepare for us, but stopping us is actually another thing, really. So it's I don't think we need to we really need to have worried much about the way we were playing. I think we were playing just fine. But yeah, I think I don't know. It's hard to say. But obviously, in hindsight, it's the way that it looks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Transfer window. Just need points at the moment. Don't have to be pretty. Yeah, I completely agree. I thought that's what was going to continue. Actually, I thought obviously winning mentality. That was the buzzword that was thrown around quite a lot when Gary Cook was talking about it in his open letter. And I agree with that, and I still agree with that. Even under Rooney now, I still agree with that. A winning mentality is absolutely vital. And obviously, we've got the transfer window coming up. Things could suddenly change around for us. It's the championship as well. It's so tight, honestly. Like but I think we're on the same amount of points as like 3 other teams around us at the moment. So honestly, it can go either way. It's honestly, it just need a couple of wins, and like that's all we need. And at the moment, we're slowly slumping back into this sort of losers mentality, which we've had for such a long time, honestly. And it's been so depressing supporting the Blues. It's like, oh, what else can we look at to make us feel shit again? It's like, well, no, fuck that. Let's be good for once. Can't we go towards the top of the table and try and, battle it out for a playoff place or anything? Can we try and actually look good for once and try and challenge for a top 4 or a top 6 position? Like try and be ambitious but not shit at the same time. So I think it's about time we need to try and, make us feel a bit better. So, things could change this season. I know it's not been a great start, but like if you get some good players in January and we hit some form, who's to say we can't, start pushing up the table again? I'm definitely not expecting us to get promoted. That's one thing. I'm 100% not expecting that. But like, we've got to try and, as fans, I think that we've got to try a little bit. I know it's not easy at times. And I know a lot of divide is coming through on Twitter again. And I'm definitely not on either side as well, though. It's just that we've got to try a bit harder, really, and try and feel a bit better about us because, trying to feel shit about ourselves again, I don't think we are that bad really, because like like for example, like when we're under Karanka, had this been now, I'd have definitely been on that point. I'd have been like, this is absolutely abysmal, and it was under Karanka. It was getting to that point under Boya, and it wasn't really that bad under Eustace. So we're slightly getting better, you know. We aren't that bad. Like we were at points. We're not that bad at the moment. We're just a bit crap in terms of where we're going on at the moment. But things can change. It can. You know, Nottingham Forest, when they got promoted, they were bottom of the table when Steve Cooper came in. So I'm definitely not saying that's the way it's going to happen. But I'm definitely not saying that it's all doom and gloom and everything's just, you know, because we've changed one manager, everything's going to go completely, you know, tits up and everything. So I think we need to. I don't think we need to be as worried as maybe some people are suggesting on Twitter and everything. Eustace could be on his way to Stoke. Hope he gets treated with a bit of respect there. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I feel like with Eustace as well, when he was at Blues, there were a few fans who were saying, like, get this guy out. You know, he's not talking sense or anything. He's been too on the fence with everything. And now he's gone. I'm seeing the same people who are saying, oh, get him back in now. It's like, well, you know, make your mind up. Like, which one is it? Is it this one or is it that one? This formation gives us flexibility to play how we are tonight and then to play more dominantly at home. Completely agree. Yeah, absolutely. I've been a big campaigner of this sort of formation for a while now. I think it works. I think it works with the players. It works with the fans. It works for Rooney because obviously he gets a win and doesn't have the media on his back all the time. Table position doesn't matter. That's what makes it so good. I think the state of the pitch has actually helped us so far. It's Josh Fletcher there from the podcast that we do. Does this mean that the board will relax on their original vision? Surely a winning mentality is finding a way to win, however it is. Probably, yeah. I honestly, I don't really mind what football we play, just as long as we win, really. I mean, like, we've had some terrible seasons where we've gotten promoted before, like that McLeish season where we got promoted in 2008 and 09 season. We played some abysmal football that season, yet we finished second, we got promoted, you know, like it really doesn't matter. And then we had a great season in the next season, you know, and everybody was probably saying that we're going to go down, you know, it looked like that at the start. And then we finished ninth. We won the Carling Cup after that. So it's just how football can go sometimes, you know. We don't need, you know, great performances. We just need like a couple of wins. That's it, really. And we're winning at the moment. So keep hold of it, you know. Don't fuck around with it. Only 7 points off the playoffs. Precisely my point. Precisely my point. It's honestly, it's so up and down the championship. We could be doing terribly at one point, you know, and like 2 wins time, we're on a playoff run again. Mid-table this season, push on for the next season. It might be that way, yeah. And at the start of the season, I probably was expecting that. Really, you know, I was expecting this sort of dip in the season. I think it's just the manager change really that's changed a little bit about us and the way that we feel about it. But yeah, that's true. That's the thing. Like, I think what I was saying earlier, really, though, was the fact that we've been in the championship for too long. We need to try and start to push back towards the top of the table again, you know, and try and get out of the division because we can't, you know, be on this forever. Are you Rooney in or out, Tom? I'm neither, mate. To be honest, I don't really particularly. I wasn't like when Eustace was being rumored to be sacked. I wasn't like, I don't really want him in. But now that he is in, I'm definitely not really him out. I'm just sort of like, if he wins this game, you know, you can stay. But if he can't, then we're someone else in, you know. So that's my position on it, really. Right then, Kessel on for the second half. I wish I could. But unfortunately, I've got to sit in front of you, beautiful people. Is Brady an actual owner or just the face of things? He's a minor investor, mate. I think he's going to work more into the fitness side of things because he's got a few businesses in that. And obviously, he's got a fairly decent expertise on it all as well. Players are back out for the second half, just about to get underway for the second half. Cardiff kicking right to left, Blues kicking left to right, Cardiff in blue, Blues in red. Second half, we are, just by the whistle, ref, I've got my finger on the play button here. Away, there we go. All right. Yeah, Tom Brady's a minor investor, and working in definitely more the fitness and nutritional sides of things, which I suppose makes sense, obviously. But yeah, and obviously the owners, Gary Cook is old CEO at Man City, very decent in business. I think he's I think he deserves a lot of respect for the stuff he's been doing in his career. I think he's top businessman, as well as Tom Wagner, who looks great as well. He's got the idea for the club and everything. They do perhaps lack a little bit of football knowledge, but that's fine. Just as long as they don't start sacking managers. No, I'm joking. Just as long as it doesn't go wrong, and they, because that's the thing with Rooney at the moment. If he sticks around for too long, when we probably could have sacked him. Or Stansfield's got the ball here. A little bit of a mistake from the Cardiff player. He's dragged him down there. Come on. Oh, fuck right off, ref. Grabbed hold of him there. And now Cardiff are in behind. Oh, come on, Sanderson, stick with him. Teti going in. Oh, Ruddy's come for it as well, but we've managed to keep hold of it. Oh, Buchanan's pass wasn't great there as well, though. Whew, lucky there. It's nice to see we're going for it, though. That's one good thing I'm seeing. Sunjic somehow not keeping hold of that. And we've won a free kick. Thank God for that. That was a little bit of a panic there. Tom Wagner is the owner and an absolute legend. Yeah, he is. He's been in a few games now, hasn't he? He's been to the Preston game. That was good seeing him in there. I didn't get a free beer off him. That would have been good. Obviously, I think he put another grand behind the bar for that night as well, which it just shows how much of a proper impact he's looking to do for us and the fans and everything. Oh, we're getting himself into all sorts of trouble here, though. What is he doing? Bloody hell, mate. Honestly, just get the ball out. Oh, I lost it now. They've put it into the box. Tete goes down. No penalty, thank God. Thank you, referee. That's not a foul. God. Not the start I was expecting, really. Already hoping for. Cutting in on that right-hand side into the box. Sanderson gets it clear. Corner for Cardiff. Come on, Blues. Got to stay on top here. Proper milk first. I don't know what that was for, but fair enough. Ball into the box. Cleared by Roberts. Well done. Come on, clear it out again. And into Ruddy's arms. There we go. Well done, Blues. Oh, yeah, it was at the Rotherham game as well. Wagner was, yeah. Yeah, I had him on my vlog, actually. James up in the air. Wasn't a great pass, really. Come on, and again. Bielik battling the way well. Gets it towards Dembele. If he can control it, he can. Somehow. He's done well there, to be fair to him. Back into Bielik. Bielik keeping hold of it. Into Sunjic. Keeping hold of the ball here, Blues. This is good. This is not bad. There we go. Into James. And then into Dembele. Dembele, he's got James again if he needs him. He's tried to find someone else there. I think he went for Bacuna. It's not quite worked. Blues keeping hold of the ball. Cardiff making mistakes. Oh, and then Bielik's making a mistake. Come on. I suppose he has been a little bit out of form recently, hasn't he? It's not up to his usual self. Slip over there from the Cardiff player, and Buchanan should, whoever that is, should sweep in and get it. Yeah, we go foul as well. It's well played. Leicester are ahead now as well. See what I mean? Literally, football can change so quickly. Literally, everybody was saying at halftime, like, well, Millwall are winning, against Leicester, so could spell out a good result for us next week. Boof, Leicester in front. Really like what the owners are doing in the community. Shows the power of football, and I'm even more proud of supporting the club. It's not been there in recent years, has it? So it's really nice to see. Obviously, we're a massive city as well, so influencing people and keeping them on board with what we're doing. Terrible kick out there from Ruddy on the other end, though. But they were talking about at the open house, like how many young children are growing up to be City, United fans, Liverpool fans, Villa fans, and hardly are the Blues fans, and yet, we're the team of the city, so it's like, why can't we, go out and influence them and help them out? And I think that's what they're doing. Terrible pass there from Cardiff player. Bacuna's in. Stansfield. Oh, terrible pass from Bacuna. Couldn't work it out in the end for himself. Should have done better. Yeah, that's when you know you got proper owners when they're buying points. They did it before the last game of the season, last season against Sheffield United in the Old Crown and the somewhere I can't remember which other pub they did actually. They did it in the Old Crown. I think it might have been the Tavern. Blues winning a free kick there. Yeah, proper decent guys. The business offside off the pitch is nothing to be worried about. By the way, honestly, like I was there, it's just like yeah, it's just sound again, you know, and that's what we've been wanting for ages, and we've got it now. And you still get people on Twitter who bitch and moan about them. It's like, come on, honestly, we've been wanting this for ages, and now you're still suddenly moaning about everything again. Dembele doing well there. He's won a free kick as well. Well done. Yeah, not a bad start to the second half is actually as well. Yeah, interesting that Bobby actually. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they've really stepped it up. Obviously, they've redone the BCFC Community Trust as well. Now they're doing the I think it's the Birmingham City Foundation or whatever they've called it. But yeah, they're definitely looking to do more of that, and it's yeah, it's great to see as well. Obviously, they're doing the Blue Nose Day as well that we're supporting with as well. We've made a good donation to it. We've all come together, put in a couple of quid, and got up to 100 quid in the end actually. So yeah, obviously the that's something I forgot to mention actually. The obviously with all the community stuff that the owners doing, they're working with the Birmingham Children's Trust this Christmas. Blue Nose Day will be Leicester game actually. There's a link in the description, top line of the description. It should be. So if you want to go and check that out and donate and just keep a track and keep an eye on it, do feel free to. We have supported it. It's a very decent, very good cause. Very enjoyed working with it at the moment. Bielik Dembele. Oh, Bacuna actually, he's done another little flick over the top. Bacuna in behind. Oh, he's tried too much again. The first flick worked brilliantly. He got it over the player and then straight in behind. And then he's got Stansfield to his right, and then obviously an opportunity to shoot. So he can't work his mind out again. So he's tried a little flick around the side, which just doesn't work. Fucking hell. Yeah, decent start to the second half. Very decent, actually. Mark Roberts, get in. Great challenge. Yeah, he's been good, hasn't he, since he's come back in? Fair play to him. He's here to prove a point, and he's doing it at the moment. All the Villa fans coming out of the woodwork. Talk about that City win for decades now. Yeah, it's very true. They played really well as well, which annoyed me. Usually, whenever they win well, win against good teams, they always play really cheating football, but they played really well that night. And against Arsenal, I think, as well, even though that obviously that goal disallowed Arsenal. Switching the play out there, Cardiff are though. Cannon trying to keep up on this left-hand side, trying to stop the cross. Oh, I think he did in the end. A couple of shouts maybe for a penalty. I don't know. I haven't got the sound on. Let's have another look at this. It's Mate or Mite, however you pronounce his name. Don't know actually. Yeah, if there even is a penalty shout, I really don't know. Cardiff corner nonetheless. Try and keep this one out again. Deep in towards the middle of the box. Sunjic with a bit of a crap clearance, but it's gotten away at least. I was trying to stand up. McGuinness on this right-hand side. He's won the ball as well. Kuna trying to keep hold of it. He has. Lovely feet from Bielik. Oh, and then the pass as well. Bielik, come on. Your passing has been really shit tonight. Meaty trying to turn away from Buchanan. He can't. And we win the throw. Brilliant. That's excellent play, that is. We've really missed Lee Buchanan, haven't we? Don't be injured now that I've just said that. Don't be injured. Meaty's been booked as well. What's he been booked for? Has he been kicking the ball away or something? Come on, Buchanan. We need you, mate. We need you for these next few games. We need the form to kick on. We can't be having you out again. Oh, he does as well. Bloody hell. There's a bit of a stamp on him, doesn't he? But not been able to have seen that from far away. swear Cardiff had more empty seats than when our stands were closed. Probably they've been doing pretty naff in recent years, so I don't know. Their supporters gone down a little bit. When we went there, I think it was Bowyer's Bowyer season, I think it was. Stadium was so empty for that day, honestly. It's that really hot one, I think it was. We've actually been there a bit. I know we have only been there 3 times. Yeah. Buchanan to stand him up. And he does. Well done. Goal kick. Excellent play again. That Mite, honestly. I don't know whether he should still be on the pitch for that challenge. I'll have to see it back again. He just seemed to, I don't know whether he means it or whatever, but he's just sort of just like a half jump, and he does definitely stamp on him. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Ground's too big for them. It probably is in a weird way. They're I don't know how much of a well-supported club they are. Obviously, that ground is obviously used as a Wales international ground at times. It's quite a ground that Jordan James is quite used to now, I suppose, isn't it? Are Cardiff flat or are Blues making them look worse? I don't really care, to be honest. We're winning. But I don't know, maybe they are playing a bit of a off game because we I don't know, we haven't played particularly great. But there again, we are playing some decent football at times. Sunday with a dreadful pass there, though. All up in the air and loose that was. I think the pressing's been better tonight, though. That's the thing, because obviously Stansfield and James are doing their usual stuff, but like the addition of Sunjic has been helpful, I reckon, tonight. It's just I don't know. I think we could be out of sight really with some of the chances we've had, but again, it's just inconsistency. Well, not inconsistency, sorry, just like just maybe trying to work out what to do. You know, getting caught in 2 minds as usual. But yeah, we've pressed well and we've actually won the ball a lot tonight as well. Ref getting in the fucking way there. That's the no, that's no that ref. You got in the fucking way there. Oh my god, blasts it over in the end. Literally, like Sunjic just trying to come away with the ball, and he gets in the way. That's oh fuck off, ref. Honestly, how can you not stop play for that? You get in Sunjic's way so much there. Thank God they missed. Oh, you fucking dickhead, honestly. Anybody see that? It's like literally, like he just got in his way. Oh, come on, Wi-Fi. Don't piss me off. Presuming the score doesn't change, what first sub are you predicting? I don't know, because we are going to have to make subs in a bit. I don't know. It depends who tires first, I reckon. Maybe it might be one of the defenders or bringing off a attacker for another defender. I don't know. It's a tricky one to predict at the moment. We haven't been in this position for a bit now. Bacuna battling the way well. Doesn't get the pass off, though. Robert's doing well again. Yeah, I don't know whether Stansfield might make way. He hasn't been as impactful for his usual standards, but he's done well. Don't get me wrong, but I think he always needs a goal really to show that he should stay on. Dembele doesn't need to come off. He's been playing well. Maybe someone like Miyoshi could be worth bringing on. Lovely flick by Bacuna. He's been fouled in the build-up there as well, though. Stansfield into Buchanan on this left-hand side. Tries to get the ball in. No one there, though. It's a foul on Bacuna, surely. He goes straight through the back of him. A couple of decisions there the referee needs to be aware of. I mean, the obstruction one's just ridiculous, honestly. It's like, should have blew up immediately. He should have done it whilst he was literally stood next to Sunjic and he was bumping into him. Yeah, I agree, Bobby, mate. Yeah, it's so much more cohesive. Not even playing that great, I agree. That's a foul on Bacuna, that is. Does no one else think that? Maybe a bit of height up front with Duke. Yeah, maybe. I just don't. That's the thing. Honestly, I love Duke, and he's been such a trooper for us. He's been so important for us over the last few years. I just think he's starting to fade a little bit, though. Cardiff are getting in behind here, though. Sanderson cleans up well, though. Like that header he had against Blackburn, he should have scored that, and a more peak Djukovic would have scored that. I just don't know if he can still do it. Robinson, oh fuck it, Callum Robinson, honestly, don't need him scoring. Across the box, well defended by Blues. Sanderson going down, yeah, wastes a little bit of time. It's always helpful. That Robinson, honestly, he always scores against us, doesn't he? Read it last week with O'Hare, old Villa player. Don't need him scoring now. Takes one for the team there, Sanderson. Well in, lad. Lost his edge, I suppose, Duke has. Yeah. It's a shame. I suppose it happens with a bit of age, really. I hate it when players do that as well and they put it off the corner bit. I mean, there's very little difference to it, but it still annoys me. Oh, Ruddy and Bielik again. Honestly, we don't need another one of those things happening. I was at Preston as well. Bloody hell, I've been talking about Preston a lot tonight. Whipped into the box, cleared away. That's good. And that was Bielik this time. Yeah, that was good. Bacuna trying to close down. Got it into the box, clear it. He does as well. Well done. Got to absorb this a little bit of pressure now. Can't be too hasty. Can't be too worried about anything. Stansfield pressing from the front well. Dembele steps in, wins the throw. And frustrates Robinson a little bit there as well. Well in, lad. Please tell me he has moving books for that. I think he has as well. Fuck off, idiot. Come on, Blues. We need this. Yeah, so he knocks out for a throw. He tries to give it him. Well, fuck off. I know what he's not trying to give it him, and he is trying to waste time. Surely the ref can let that one slide. Terrible pass, and that's a goal kick. There we go. Coming up to 25 minutes left to go. Cardiff 0, Blues 1. 63rd minute. Come on, we need this win. We do need it. Couple of challenges going in. Got out for a throw for Cardiff. Everyone's thinking keep on. That's what you like to hear. How many did we take tonight? Was it? I'm imagining it's not as much as Coventry, but I suppose we have taken quite a few. Bad through ball there for Cardiff again. It's gone straight through for Ruddy. Bloody no. I do have a bit of a worry sometimes with my way I speak. Honestly, I just seem to like. I go to say Ruddy and then I say Runny. Oh, terrible pass there from Roberts. Or Roberts. Cannot get over the contrast. It's football that is though, mate. Honestly, literally, like it's how quickly things can change. You know, Cardiff might be having a bit of an off night, which is great for us. You know, it might be what we need. You know, next week we could play well against Leicester, and it could be on route for a bit of good form. You know, it might be how we're going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, easily we'll be okay playing like this. Of course, we'll lose some and take the occasional beating, but we'll win our fair share too. Yeah, it's exactly the point. Yeah, and we're in again here. If Bacuna can find the right pass, he has. Stansfield's going in behind. Opportunity building, shots, and the keeper makes a bit of a weird save. I don't know. Actually, won the best shot in the end. I think he knows that as well. It's a bit of a shame in the end. Is it Dembele or is it Bacuna? I can't work out. It's the keeper's head in the end. Yeah, it is Bacuna. I think he was a little bit surprised he got it himself there, Stansfield, but I don't know. It wasn't a great finish, was it? Well, no power, no direction on it. Yeah, a bit of a shame in the end. Falling behind. Rob's conceded into Ruddy. Well done. I'm getting a little bit nervous now. I do actually really want to win this now. Just don't fuck it up. Like James there. Oh, come on. That's bad. Very bad, actually. Stupid decisions like that, honestly. It seems to be a bit of a self-destruct team at times. Come on. Iwu wins it. Just need to get rid of it. Don't play it around in your box for too long. Bielik coming back in on the inside of the box. Poor pass there. Somehow managed to keep hold of it. Bacuna's got it. There we go. Come on. Right. Dembele, if you can find Bacuna. He's cut inside and he's gone into Sunjic. That's not a bad ball. Cardiff quite open at the moment. Sunjic looking for a shot. It's not worked. He did score a bit of a belter a couple of seasons ago. Bad shit pass that is from Dembele. Trying too much. Just need to keep it down and try and find a player. Game's quite open at the moment. A lot of back and forth. Come on, Buchanan, stick him up on this right left-hand side. He does as well. Great challenge. He's been excellent, Buchanan. I can't really think of many instances where he's been really poor, actually. No, I can't really. That was great again. Just read the play, stayed with him. You know, maybe just a little bit ahead. So when the player tries to go past him, he just nicks the ball off him. Bielik clears. Come on, Blues. Staying up in bed to watch the Watchalong. Go on, lad. Lovely. Come on. Be even better if we can win this as well now. Bacuna trying to win the ball back. Play goes down really easily there. Wouldn't say that's really a foul, really. Need to keep pressing. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's an interesting point you raised there, actually. Rooney's back against the wall. Derby were a good pressing team. Maybe the pressure he's under helps, really. Yeah, it's good to see, actually. It shows that he can deal with these things. Needs to win here, though, to prove it. Needs his players to kick on for a little bit. Try and win the ball like there from Ira. That's good. Yeah, Miyoshi could do well here, yeah. Got a couple of verses to keep running in the chat as well. That's what you love to see. People falling over him are flat. Stansfield pressing from the front as well. Come on, Blues. Nearly 20 minutes to go. Try and keep this ball clear. Okay, that's nothing. Again, the perspective, honestly, it does it to me all the time. I thought that was going a bit closer. That was absolutely miles away in the end. Oh. Rob's over the top, James. He's in behind here. If he can get a couple of people in the middle. He's trying to find Bacuna. Player gets there just in time. Good pressing from Jordan James. That is very unlucky. Got a corner out of it in the end. Close that was, actually. It's pretty decent in the way end, actually, considering it's a Wednesday night. Long journey for even people who live in Birmingham. Still very long journey. Got quite a few people in the stream at the moment. Thank you for everybody for joining. Hopefully we can reward you with a good win here. Another goal here would be absolutely excellent. Jordan James doing well, pressing from the front. Trying to find Bacuna, but Cardiff defending it just for a corner. Come on. Good cross here and we can get something out of this game, 100%. Oh, I forgot it's Bacuna taking corners. James on the volley, though. Bloody Nora. And Iwu. Oh, for God's sake, how did he not know? Oh, no, that should have been another goal. James' effort is great, but Iwood just doesn't know he's got the ball and he puts it straight into the keeper's hands. Oh, oh no. Oh, that easily could have been 2-0. That easily could have been 2. Oh, Yeah, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. That should have been a goal. Fucking hell. We should have scored. James, that back out to Dembele. Come on. If there's anybody who can get a goal out of nothing, it's him. Come on. On this right hand side, cutting in left. He's trying to beat one player and he can't quite get past him. Oh, fuck. That was so close. Iwu tries to play it back for Ruddy. Come on, Blues. Oh, Bacuna's lost it. Pressing from the front, though. Might have to absorb a bit more pressure here, actually, from Cardiff. Giving it away there, though, cheaply. Doing a nice little roulette. I suppose it kind of worked in the end. Iwu back to Roberts, and then Roberts forward for Stansfield. He's kept hold of it somehow. Bacuna's won it. Is he onside? I think he is, yes. He's got Stansfield in the middle. He's won a corner. Well done, lad. It's the kind of grappling football that we need here. That's an excellent volley from James, that is. And then, it's even worse now. I've not watched it back, actually. It's a terrible cross from Bacuna. James's volley's excellent. It's going right into the bottom left, that is. And then he just, he doesn't realise the opportunity he's got. It's gone really weird there, Bacuna, as it kind of has worked. Back post. Oh, and Bielik. Oh, no. Says he's been pulled. I don't know about that. Let's have another look, see how big a chance that was. It's a lovely ball in from James. He probably should do better, really, Bielik, actually. That's prime Djukovic. That's a goal, that is, by the way. Just saying. He's I think credit due tonight, really, for Rooney. I think he's got the idea tonight. And the players have been excellent as well tonight. That's a foul, that is. Well done, Dembele. Those type of players are always going to be your best standout players. But I think everybody's been really sharp on the ball tonight and really, really in tune. And these past this half and the ending 20 minutes have been pretty sound, really. I think that goal has really helped us out. Been coming together, so yeah, absolutely agree. Coming together a lot more tonight. I agree, Lucy. Yeah. Forward for Bacuna. Couldn't quite get onto Stansfield. Blues regained the ball, though. Poor pass from Cardiff. Into Bacuna. No, it doesn't quite come off for him. Good pressing there, though, from Sunjic. Do perhaps need to make a sub at this point, though. That's something that Rooney does need to be aware of. We've got nearly 15 minutes left, and the players are going to be getting tired. Ball goes in. Player free. Oh, there's a foul in there. Thank goodness for that. If we get a result here, I'll ask my school crush out at school. You do that, mate, anyway. You do that. It's always best to tell people how you feel about them, man. You do that. 100%. Sub for Cardiff. We do need to make a sub soon here, though. I definitely think it'll help swing it in our favour towards the end of the game here. Made a few subs now. As Rooney would say, grow a pair and tell her. Absolutely, mate. There's no point holding on to it. Think of it this way, if she says yes, then Blues Cardiff, they owe you a favour. I mean Blues. Why did I say Blues Cardiff? It's my brain kicking into gear as usual. I were battling away brilliantly there, and Dembele keeping hold of it as well. Great ball as well. Go on, James. He's got nobody in the box, but we've won another corner though. This is really good. Don't take dating advice off Rooney. Oh god. Yeah, can't let things slip in these last 10. Gotta make some subs now. Do you think they'll equalise? Anything can happen, particularly when it's Blues. It could come from this corner. That's the thing. Like, if we don't work it well, then they could run up the other end and score. But could we get another goal? Like, honestly, predicting Blues is like one of the most difficult things in the world. I'd like to think that we can get another goal there. I mean, we're setting up some interesting corner tactics. Cross and Bacuna is much better that time. A few players in the box. I think the referee's blowing up for a foul there. Happens a lot nowadays, doesn't it? Fouls at corners. Don't know why that is. And as well, I don't think I've watched the Premier League game lately where there hasn't been a goal disallowed. I don't know what it is. Referees that they have like they have their hands full with it all the time, don't they? But it just feels very strange. There doesn't seem to be a single game I don't watch in the Premier League where there's not a goal ruled out for offside or VAR check or anything. But like it's the same in the Championship. Like the amount of tiny little issues that get given, it's like ridiculous, really. Who's the hardest working player on the bench? Oh, out of the forward options on the bench, who's the hardest working off the ball? It's obviously Duke, isn't it? Definitely Djukovic. Even though he's probably not to the standards as he was a couple of years ago, he definitely still puts a shift in for us. I think everybody puts a shift in for us. I can't really ever look at a player and think you're a lazy bastard. You are. Maybe Hogan at times, but there again, that's just how he is, really. I think. But even he still puts in a good shift. If we score again, I'll tell her in front of the whole class. Don't do that, mate. That's a bit Millhouse. That is. Just go and tell her quietly away from things and everything. And don't let Cardiff score here, though. Come on, that's the more important thing. Cleared away. I think that's a foul. Yes, it is. There we go. Bloody Nora. Can't run as much now. Yeah, I agree. Definitely a joke. It's not really a foul, though, is it? Like, because Buchanan shoves him into Sanderson, really. He steps across and then he slams into Sanderson. Come on, get up. I'm seeing a little bit of a high school romance play out in the comment section here. In and amongst all the people who are here for the betting as well. Yep, just under 15 minutes to go. 79 minutes now. Nearly coming up to. Actually, it's nearly 10 minutes now. Is it? Honestly, maths and my brain don't go together. There we go. With a throw. Last 10 minutes. Are we going to win? Come on, I want some firm predictions in the comments. Yes or no? Are we going to win? Or are we going to bottle it and be typical Blues about it? If you're asking for my personal opinion, I think we're going to win. I think we're going to stick this one out and win 1-0. Need a win like this. Need a bit of a kick in form. Yes, from BCFC boys. Yes, says Susan. Yes, says Grove 16 FC. Yes, 2-0 to Blues, says Jim. He reckons we're going to get another goal. Fuck off, Cardiff. We might draw, but BCFC boy will win. Yeah, spot on, Bobby there, mate. Blues Focus live watchalongs. We bring it all. How are Cardiff playing? Pretty poor, really. They've struggled to keep hold of the ball and had mostly flurry chances, really. They haven't really kept hold of it. We've done pretty well, to be fair. Yeah, of course, yeah. Michael Quinn was at St Andrews for this fixture a couple of years ago. 2 up at half time, drew 2-2, so I'm going to wait and see. Remember that game, actually? That was the, I think it was the Arthur March before, wasn't it? That was nice. I do remember that. But yeah, typical Blues as usual. 2-0 up, cruising. Fucking draw 2-2. And they've got a chance here. If Sanderson can step across, that's going to be a foul, surely. No, actually. Oh, I thought the referee would have definitely given that. Really, that's quite a surprise for me, really. Oof, I don't know about that one. Don't know. Get BCSC boy on the show, Tommy. Next week, maybe next week. Or whenever I'll do it next, because obviously the vlog is coming back on Monday. That's why I've been pleased to do these, just to keep some content coming. I haven't done it over recent games, really. All we need is one more goal. I think that's absolutely spot on, really. But there again, it'd be typical of us to, go 2 goals ahead and then concede and then fucking get right back into this. Whatever you do, don't ask her if she likes Bovril. Yeah, no, they've been her off if she likes Bovril. She likes tea, though. She's a proper woman, she is. Good tackle there from Sunjic. Bielik comes out. That's a foul. No, referee didn't give it. Yep, wanker. Robinson, don't let him score, for goodness sake. We don't need him scoring again. Bit of build up around the edge of the box. James chasing him down. Stansfield as well. Come on, we need to win this ball here. They're playing it a bit too well for my liking. Well read by Janino Bacuna. Fantastic, mate. And comes away with it as well. Come on, now we've got Stansfield away. Slightly offside. Keep hold of the ball, though, James. He's got Stansfield ahead of him. He's probably offside. He's not offside now. Come on, Blues. Into Stansfield. Oh, he can't work his feet out. And he looks a bit injured as well. Oh, no. I suppose this is the issue when you don't make subs. Lovely ball there, though, from, I think that's Bacuna. He's worked it in behind. If we can get another chance here, come on. Oh, come on. No. James, keep it alive, please. He can. He's getting in behind as well. Come on. Options in the middle. Nothing. Corner, please. No, goal kick. Oh, Stansfield's injured as well. Fucking hell. Come on, Blues. I haven't wanted to win a game like this for quite a while now, actually. Stansfield needs to come off. He's knackered. He definitely is. He looks a little bit injured. He was definitely... Oh, slip there from the Cardiff player. Sunjic steps in. He's got James to his side. Stansfield on the spin. No, give it back. It was the wrong decision. Oh, and he goes down. That's going to be a foul. Did he give it? I was about to say, fucking Stansfield had a really easy opportunity to shoot. What do you think of our FA Cup draw? Oh, fucking hell. Less said about that, the better, really. I really thought, obviously, being Rooney, our manager, I thought, yeah, this is going to be an opportunity to go and get a United or someone big like that. But no, Hull, brilliant. Away as well. It wasn't even at home. I'm not travelling all the way out there. You can definitely expect another Watchalong to come out for that whole game. I'm definitely not travelling there. Looks like Djukovic is coming on for Stansfield. Looks a bit too late, in my opinion. Should have come on earlier. Stansfield looks injured. Yeah, he definitely does. It might be a bit of cramp, so it might not be too much to worry about. But yeah, he's worked hard again tonight, as does everybody else as well. I think we're probably going to lose against Hull. Yeah, that's true. I agree. It's just a shame, really. I expected like a big cup draw, but if we win, fingers crossed. The FA Cup gods can give us a good away draw. It's always got to be away, in my opinion. I hate it when we play a big team at home. It's always it just feels good to go away to like United or City. Obviously, when we went away to West Ham a few seasons ago, that was excellent. That was, even though we lost, but we played really well as well. Yeah, it'd be all right if it might actually beat United, really. Tell my team to score it. I'll just ring them up in a minute. Yeah, mate. I'll tell them to score in a bit. Yeah, I've got 5 minutes left. Someone called Tom Brady for some advice. Favorite away grounds? I don't know actually. Um, I went to Fulham. That wasn't that great, but it was quite an interesting journey down. Um, I like West Ham was good in the cup a few seasons ago. Um, where else have I been? Every time I get put on the spot, I can never remember what I actually quite like. Yeah, Duke's on for Stansfield. 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go, actually. Sorry, plus added time. Um, yeah, I tell you one. I can tell you all the grounds I hate because I'm much easier with stuff like that. I don't really pick out the things I enjoy about life. Luton's ground was horrible. If we ever play them again, which I imagine we might be doing next season, I'm not doing that again. It was hot. I had like a proper banging headache all day, and I was stood on like these steps on on the rows and everything. The chairs, honestly, you see it in my vlog. They were so badly done. Okay, that was a bit worrying. That was when I sat down, and I'm only 5'10", and yet like the seats like right up to my knees and everything. So I had like a terrible day really in terms of like how I was feeling. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as well. I'm not spending nearly 100 quid to just go to Hull. Like that's what people don't realize nowadays. Obviously, with all these new games and everything going up and everything, like it's so expensive to travel and everything. Bacuna looks injured there as well. Oh god, we've got such an injury prone team. Yeah, like away days, like we do a lot of them. We spend so much money. Honestly, it's incredible. Like petrol, tickets, food, the whole shebang. Really, it's like it's a lot of money to go home and away each week. So yeah, it's a bit of a chore at times when we're playing pretty shit as well. Expecting too much added time. There'll be loads as usual, won't there? That's how the championship goes. But we'll be quite blessed to have had like a minute or something. Tackle from Dembele. No, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. He wins the ball. He comes in from the side. It's not a foul. Fuck right off, ref. James doing well to keep with Robertson there. Robinson. Come on. Robinson. Tips it towards the back post. No one there. Straight out for a goal kick. That's what we like to see. Trains are so expensive too. Yeah, oh God, honestly. Literally from my commute to Preston every week, it's like I'd say it's about 15, maybe 20 quid each week from back in my home and going from my home to Preston each week. It's ridiculous, really. Which I know it doesn't sound like too much, really, in comparison to uni grant money and everything, but still, it's like, hell, how's it that expensive? Ball in over the top. Sanderson does well to stop the run and straight into Ruddy's hands. Very good. It was the last time we played ball for 90 minutes. Quite a while, actually, I suppose. We do have just like I don't know, maybe like a Huddersfield at home. We were just dominant all game that game, weren't we? Bristol City away this season as well. We were good that time. But I get what you mean. It's been a while, hasn't it? Koji Miyoshi coming on for Dembele. I suppose that's probably a decent sub in the end, isn't it? Don't know. Obviously time will tell. But yeah, given the travelling fans there, a decent decent turnout, to be fair. Yeah, Leeds as well. We played pretty well for the whole 90 minutes. Good evening, Ethan, as well. It's good to see you back, man. Come on. Don't give us too much added time. How many Blues fans have gone? I reckon a couple thousand, or at least nearly that number. Djukovic pressing from the front. Keeper comes out and collects it. Oh, what's my timer done? Oh, it's because it's at 90. Right, hold on. Actually, I'll just take it off. I've done it for most of the game. I don't need it. Don't need it at this point. How much added time I didn't see. I was too busy pissing about with the stream. Come on, Blues. We need this win. Didn't like the appointment of Rooney and the suggested philosophy, but I can get behind this. Yeah, I agree. We're battling out hard tonight. We're doing well. How much added time was there? I was too busy messing about with the stream. I didn't see. It looked like quite a lot, but I don't want to say just in case somebody laughs at me. Good managed game, yeah. Only took 9 games, yeah. My teacher's a Cardiff fan. I'm telling him to shush tomorrow. Trust me, mate. My science teacher was an Aston Villa fan. It was absolute hell when they got promoted in the playoffs a few years ago. It's absolutely rinsed him when they lost in the final the year before. That was funny. Not very well cleared by Bacuna, ball in behind. It's a chance for Cardiff, and it's gone out for a corner, goal kick. Goal kick. Get the fuck in. 91 minutes and 52 seconds. Still don't know how much added time is. I'll find out in a minute. If my Wi-Fi will let me. I didn't see it when it popped up at that point. Yeah, I've been very disappointed with Cardiff in the way that they've played. I expected a lot more from them. I expected them to give us a bit of a challenge tonight, but we've done pretty well, really. Yeah, has Rooney unlocked that spark? He might have done, actually. You know, it's just the kind of performances you need, really. You know, you just worry about the result rather than the players and everything. And I'm sure tonight, if we win, he'll be happy with this performance. We're in behind here. Sunjic, ball across. He can't quite find Miyoshi or Djukovic. We still got the ball here, though. Jordan James to line one up. Oh, good save in the end. Oh, it was close, that was. Could have killed the game off there, but he's won the ball back again there, Bielik. Miyoshi and him keeping it well. Come on. Oh, come on. Just keep hold of it. Bielik does. Yes, well done. Sunjic. 5 minutes are added on. Right, so there's only 2 left. Lovely turn that is by Bacuna. Can't quite keep hold of it, though. Here come Cardiff. Bielik trying to win the ball. He doesn't. Buchanan can't do either, but Sanderson can slightly, and then he comes away with it completely. If he can just get that one last bit, I think he can, and we win a throw. Well done. Bloody Nora. Yeah, good win ahead of Monday. Onwards and upwards if you get this 3 points. Absolutely. This is the stuff I was saying, you know, it's just what we need. You know, I expected it against Coventry, it didn't come, but tonight might be the night that it just kicks in a little bit of form, you know, and we've done really well tonight. We've battled away, and, you know, it just might be the thing we need. You know, and like, I can't remember who said it, I think it might be Michael in the chat. He said, like, Rooney had this sort of back to wall type of mentality at Derby, and it sparked him into some life. I think, oh no, it's not. Suddenly stopped for a substitution. Cardiff aren't happy with that. Bacuna going off for Donovan. 1 minute. I reckon it's probably about a minute and 3/4 left. You know, 1 minute, 45 seconds left. Come on, Blues. How's the heart rate, Tommy? I don't know. I haven't got a Fitbit anymore. I would like to tell you, though. It is a little bit juddery at the moment. Come on, this is going to be a good win if we win here. Well read from Koji Miyoshi. Just keep the ball away from their goal now. It's a lovely ball into Duke, though. If he can just keep hold of it for a little bit longer and a little bit of support. Goes down. Don't think the ref's going to give that. Yeah, he's not. Dives on the ball. It's a bit of a stupid one. How's that not a foul? Well, it's not really, is it? He tries too hard to try and keep hold of the ball. And I think because he's gone over the ball as well, I think it's a bit of obstruction in the end. All eyes on the referee here, though. Touchdown. Miyoshi trying to win it. He doesn't. They get it in behind. He goes down. Is that a foul or a... It is the foul. Last minute. Fucking hell. Come on, Blues. This should be the last act of the game. Just gotta pray it doesn't go in. It's not a foul as well as a dive. He's got a headband and long hair. Who does that remind me of? Although he doesn't do it as much nowadays, so fair enough. That's what happens when they're Burke in the team. Come on, we need this. Last kick of the game. Definitely should be. They've taken ages to get the free kick underway. Ruddy gets down well. That should be it. And it is. Blues fucking win as well. Get in. That is a terrific win, that is. Final score, Cardiff City 0, Blues 1. Juninho Bacuna's goal is enough for Blues at the Cardiff City Stadium. There we go. It might just be the game. It might just be the game that kicks us into a bit of form. Oh, that's a good win, that is. Thank you for all the comments and everything. Appreciate the coverage, mate. Congrats to Birmingham. Good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you very much. Great stream. Thank you very much. Well done up the Blues. Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate that. And appreciate you all for tuning in and everything. It currently says I've got about 155 viewers. So thank you for everybody tuning in. But yeah, great win. That is really well played in the end as well, really. So Bacuna's goal is enough for Blues. Whew. We needed that. Man of the match. I don't know, actually. I'd probably say someone like Buchanan. He just was like sound all night, wasn't he? Got nothing went past him, read everything really well. And yeah, don't think it's really much to complain about in the end. You know, and it might be the result that we need. Big up the Bovril, indeed. I'll include that in my vlog on Monday night. Bacuna enjoying some celebrations there with Donovan and Duke. It's what you like. It's what you like to see, isn't it? You know, and we've really needed that for quite a while now. So it's great to see and everything. Go with Delphi for a bit. I might do actually. As the local pub around here. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I'd say Buchanan's definitely my man of the match. If you guys want to quickly jump those and drop those in the chat, we'll give it like a couple of minutes until we wrap up the stream. So any final any final thoughts or questions in the chat, I'll answer them now and read them out. Any shout outs you guys want me to do as well, I'll include these in the chat really quickly. But yeah, thank you guys for all coming on. Keep right on, says Simon. Thank you very much, man. We'll be sure to bring as many of these back as we can. Obviously, I know I do the vlogs, but if we'll try and find someone to do these more frequently. Guess we'll lose to Leicester, Rooney versus Vardy. Well, yeah, it's proper. What were people calling it on Twitter? I swear it was something like Wagatha Christie or something like that. Shout out to BCFC boy. You go and ask that girl out. She'll say yes, mate. And if she doesn't, then who cares? You're still great, mate. You still spot the Blues. Bobby Furnell, it's been good chatting to you tonight, mate. Talking about Bovril and tea. The tea connoisseurs will be back. What do you think Rooney will say in the interview? I think he'll be very praiseful of praiseful, whatever it is, of the players. Rooney going over there, doing quite a pretty decent applause of the fans and everything. That's what I like to see. Hasn't been doing that as much lately, or as actively, or as that you can see him. But that was really good there. I've just seen that there. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty similar how most of his interviews go. Yeah, look, it looks great. That does. It's a bit of a shame it didn't go in the end, but fair enough. You know, very decent performance. Wasn't expecting the win tonight. Would have taken a point, but yeah, I suppose Cardiff weren't the best tonight as well. Bloody, I've even got my mum in the chat here. Said we would win. Yeah, of course you did. Yeah. When you're in the Prem, mate, and you're getting over 1,000 live views, remember us, man. Of course I will. Yeah, of course I will. Got to remember your core fan base. I've seen a lot of people who are returning. Like Simon's been here for quite a while. He's been a big fan of us for quite a while. So thank you for everybody's coming back. Ethan, big supporter of the channel as well. Absolutely. Score prediction, Leicester. I think, you know what, now that we've got this win here tonight, I reckon a point would be absolutely fantastic. But I reckon we could push it maybe even one more and go 2-1. But obviously Leicester are in decent form. How did they get on against Millwall in the end? Does anybody know? I think that was I think they were 2-1 up the last time I checked. 3-2 says 3-2 apparently. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? All right. So yeah, we'll wrap this one up. I haven't got much else to say, but I'll just leave a couple of 3-2 Millwall. All right, fair enough. Bloody hell. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this episode, this live episode of the Blues Focus Watch Along. We'll be back for the vlog on Monday night against Leicester. Just a reminder, it is the Blue Nose Day, so there will be blue noses handed out for the supporters of the Birmingham Children's Trust. They are trying to buy presents for over 11,000 children this Christmas. So link will be in the description if you want to check that out, or if you want to donate as well. The Blues Focus team have donated 100 quid to the charity, so be sure to go check that out. Be sure to go give some support. But yeah, we'll be back, like I said, on Monday for the vlog. And in the meantime, thank you to everybody who's joined the chat tonight and everything. Big thank you to all of you. And yeah, thank you for watching. Up the Blues and keep right on. No, it doesn't work.